how's it going, guys? Yo, Rio, Slick Pine, how are you guys doing? Oh, fuck, I need to log into this too. Yo, Azrael, Kaneki, Metagaming, how are you guys doing? Give me 1 second. Okay, so we got that. Not a delay. I'm pretty sure there is no delay. Or well, it's probably really small. But I'm still setting some things up. Yo, Old Moosh, May, how's it going? Finally some traditional drawing? Yeah. It's been a while. Let's see. Yoki Pop, how's it going? Okay. So that all looks good. This might be a little difficult because my microphone is kind of in the way. So the idea for this stream is just to do the homework exercises. Or well, I guess the homework exercise, because the exercise for this week is to draw buildings. And I guess let me find a reference. So yeah, the homework in the Discord is to find buildings as a reference and then just draw those. So I guess we'll be doing that. It's probably going to be kind of difficult and traditional because I'm not used to this anymore. But let's give it a try. Okay. Oh shit. Just went to a cemetery in Paris. I'm trying to find a reference. There's some random bridge. Yo, Selena, how's it going? I just need to find like a normal building. I'm using Google Maps to search for buildings, by the way. These are like super boring. Yo, Arza, and that guy, how's it going? Can I post the ref I'm gonna use in the Discord so you can control C and V it? Yeah. I'll post it in a second. I'll have it up on screen as well. I'm just trying to find one. Yo, I'm like searching through the streets of Paris, and this stuff is it's just the same building on repeat. God, yo, the French really don't know how to do building design, man. This is crazy. Okay, well now I'm going to a different country. Do we have any recommendations? Does anybody have like a certain building I can draw? I guess we can do this. Some building in Zurich. Yo, Floating Fairy, you're on Twitch now? Okay, I found a reference. Let me just quickly cut this up. It's a little weird with the way I cut it, but this is fine, I guess. Okay. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Is anybody in the Discord doing the homework as well? Because I've actually seen a lot more people do the homework of this week than I saw people do it last week, which is weird, because I think the one from this week is way harder. Alright. Let's see. Alright, Slick Pine, I posted the reference in the homework channel. You can copy it right there. Denmark's architecture, or Stockholm. Those could be pretty good, actually. I don't even know what building this is. This is a what? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me pop this up on stream. Oh, that actually takes up a lot of real estate. Okay. Then let me move this one over here. Yeah, here's the building. It's a little bit cut off there, and it's kind of hard to tell what's going on, like in the corners. But I guess we'll deal with it. It's also blurred here, so this might not be the best reference. It also looks kind of confusing up here. But yeah, I guess we'll just figure it out. I'll just do stuff, and we'll see how it works. Yo, Emmy, how's it going? Don't know why you're struggling with this one so much. This one's difficult. Which, like, that's why I said it's surprising more people are doing it, because this one is ridiculously hard. Okay. My mic is weird. It's probably because of the setup. I was talking into the side of it, so I think this this might sound better now, probably. We also got the light table set up, so if I need to like trace anything, we got that. Alright. Which I'm probably going to have to do that for like the sketches and stuff. Okay. You just found out there's a Discord. It looks like a sad building. Damn, that's crazy, man. Somebody's probably paying like $2,000–3,000 a month to get that building. Actually, way more than that, probably. Alright. Oh, wait, there's this whole part in the bottom left. I think I have to draw in the... Yeah, I think I'll have to draw up here. Okay, so let's see. Horizon line. It looks to be pretty low on the page, because I was also like looking up when I made the screenshot in the Google Maps thing, so I'll have to place it like down here. Hold on. Let me put my mic over here. Then, okay. Oh yeah, I still haven't done the Discord thing. Dude, I keep forgetting about it. Okay. Oh, it actually doesn't show up that well. I mean, you can kind of see it, but it's really dark. Hold on. I think I'll have to use a pen just to make this stuff show up better. Yeah, that shows up way better. Alright, see what we're gonna do here. Traditional layers is insane. This is what we gotta do, man. Okay. Chat is kind of in the way. Hold on, let me make this thing smaller. This is why we don't do traditional more often, by the way. It's a ton of setup for basically nothing. Yo, Harley Quinn. How's it going? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think we're good now. Okay. So let's see. There's one vanishing point that's like right outside of the image. So like right around here. Which I think I'll have to set up the grid just to make it easier. Oh, this is a terrible angle to draw in. Doing this stuff freehand was a fantastic idea. Okay, and then the other one is like way out there. So I'd probably put it like right over here. Can I make a video for drawing the head from a low angle, specifically the jawline and chin is a struggle? I'll keep that in mind. I think I've already made a couple videos covering that angle, but I'll keep it in mind. The things you need to pay attention for that angle are the mylohyoid muscle as well as the hyoid bone, because like if you can place those, this line is completely incorrect. If you can place those, then you should be able to draw the underside. That's a really thick lead. This is a fine liner. I think it's 0.02. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Alright. Man, it's still like there's so much light shining on this and you can still barely see it. Hold on, can I make this brighter? There's probably a filter for that. Color correction? Oh, yo. I might have to up the contrast as well. Need an undo button? Yeah, that'd be nice. I also can't erase because I'm using a pen. Contrast. Can you guys see everything properly? Because I'm looking at the preview and it looks fine, but I don't know how you guys see it. Struggle with a ruler enough. How do I do this freehand? You gotta practice line work, man. Yo, Sayoshi, how's it going? A really low angle as if you're staring from the ground. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty difficult. Yeah, so verticals, these are also not perfectly vertical, but I don't want to like go too crazy with that, so I'll just have a third vanishing point that's like way out there. Why'd I draw buff Anya again? It was a necessary evil, man. See, I was originally planning on just drawing like a buff torso, but then I figured it wasn't interesting enough, so I needed to do something else with it. And then I didn't have time, or, you know, I didn't care enough to think about anything else, so I just drew Anya's head on top of it. I did think about it enough to make it look like she was wearing a costume. Can you guys hear the ASMR? Oh, fuck. Yeah, that one's going completely the wrong direction. You can see most of the lines. Okay. Yeah, these are just the guidelines, so for now it's fine. I'll go over it again with like a thicker brush later. Okay. So now, so we got one part that's on the side, we have one part that sticks out the front, and then we have the stuff that's like over in the top left. These are all like super boxy shapes, so it shouldn't be that difficult. If you donate $1 right now, can I draw a buff Hello Kitty next video? Yeah, that's if you donate $20, I'll do it. Okay, so let's say kind of have to draw a blueprint first. So let's say that then there's the part that sticks out. Which looks like it's less tall. Okay. Oh, sounds good, Floating Fairy. Are we still doing repo this weekend? Cause I mean I think I have time to do it. Yo, Kaisla, how's it going? Bro thinks we're rich. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling with that building that's in the top left. Oh wait, this is Google Maps. I can just move around it. I'm an idiot. Oh, I can't go into the street that's like behind it. That sucks. Okay, so it's like partially attached to it. Oh, okay, so it's like it's attached here and then sticks out slightly, so like right there, and then from here it connects to the back of it. And then I think it continues a little bit further. No. So this one should be extended a bit more and then... Okay, so that's what it looks like. Oh, you're free coming weekend? Alright. Saturday? Yeah, we can do it Saturday. I don't know who else would be down for it. But I think that guy's also free. Okay, so let's see. Hey, listen, I don't use Google Maps often, man. Especially not for this stuff. How was I supposed to know I can move around it? Okay, so let's see. If I place it here, I do have to actually think about where I place everything. Because I can't erase. So the horizon line, I placed it way too high now that I look at it. Because the horizon line is here. Everything... Oh yeah, I placed it way too high. Yo, M, how's it going? How about you draw the buff Hello Kitty instead and I use it for my video? Maybe. Okay, so I can still make this work, but I have to change the angle of it a little bit. Was that the top view? This? Yeah, that's the top view. So if we say this is the top of it, then... One, two... So this would probably have to line up... Yeah, I can read Twitch chat. So this one has to be slightly above that, like, first building. Meaning the top of that building would be here. This is actually way more difficult than it should have been. Just messed up. Okay, so place that there. Bottom of it probably goes over here. We can do that, and then extends thrice, so that would be up there. Okay. I think what's also really important for this exercise is drawing the stuff at the bottom, or drawing the like the floor plan, so that you can make sure that everything sits in the right spot and nothing really overlaps. I have to. Yeah, if the rendering is good, we'll see about that. The chances of it appearing will go up. So in terms of width, it's wider than it's tall. So if I'm placing it, or if I'm making it that tall, then in terms of width, it would probably be like right here. And then depth, it's about as wide as it is deep, so depth will be like right there. I do like the extra control that you have in traditional. It's just the fact that you can't redo your lines. That's kind of unfortunate. What did I say? So this one is longer than that one, slightly. So if that one's that long, this one is probably that long. Actually, I haven't seen Apothecary Diaries. I've heard about it, and I was planning on watching it at some point. So that one intersects with it there, and then this one hits there. So then, according to the blueprint, I need to extend that one that way. Normally that one's that wide. So yeah, I guess I can make it that wide, and then from there... Oh yeah, this turned out completely different compared to the reference. Those are going that way, and these would have to go that way, so they'd have to intersect like right there. Then from here, these are the same height. So if we were seeing this building from the top angle, that's when we would use 3 points. Or not necessarily always. Yeah, if you're looking at it from top down, well, not just top down, but if you're like, if you have to look at it by tilting your head down or tilting your head up, you have to use 3 point. If you can look at it by just looking straight ahead, you don't have to have a third vanishing point above or below the horizon line. In this case, with the reference, that horizon line, it lines up like about here on the building, so everything above this line is now above the horizon line. But what I did in my drawing is I placed that horizon line a bit too high, so I can't make it look exactly like the reference anymore. I should watch it given the second season is out. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Okay, so those line up there, and then... And then what? So at this point... no, I think this one would just extend from there. So that one touches there, and then goes up. Wow, that one has to go all the way up there, and then this stuff will go outside of the canvas. I know I'm drawing like super lightly, you probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'll darken it up in a second. Yeah, I should probably darken it up now because I'm actually starting to get lost on the stuff that I'm doing. Nothing better than seeing someone draw after finishing a drawing session before the next drawing session. Exactly. Alright. So... Oh yeah, there you go, now you can actually see it. I'm gonna start by drawing it with boxes. I hope this isn't leaking through. I'm gonna start drawing it with boxes and then maybe I'll add like details to it. Because the exercise for now is just drawing with boxes. Great artistic and musical taste. Dwelly's pretty peak. I actually started playing Metaphor Refantasio yesterday. That game, like the music in that is also crazy. I don't know if I can have some of those songs in, or have them on stream. Yeah, like that game is awesome. So those touch there, maybe I can just draw this one. I think that line's a bit too curved. Sets there, and then you want to get into that one, but your body's not ready for another game that time consuming. I think it's probably going to take me a couple months to beat it as well. Because I just got done with Trails Through Daybreak, which also took me months to beat. But I'm fine with it. One cool thing about Metaphor is, wow, I actually made these super tall now that I look at it, because I think they're actually supposed to be like... Hold on, let me take another look at the front view. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it's a little bit more than like... So it should be around here is where the roof should be. How do you measure roofs in perspective? Do I draw a center line and then the line in perspective and connect it with a diagonal line? I think the way to do it would be, well, with roofs like this, where they have that angle to them, I think the best thing to do would be to just draw a rectangular plane first, then use the cross method to figure out the center, and then you can decide how long you want each side to be, and then from there you just connect the dots basically. I think that would probably be the simplest way to do it. One good thing about Metaphor is the fairy companion. Okay, so if I have that, the actual roof goes up a little higher, and then it goes lower on this side, so I guess like right there. We'll do that, and then the other one, or the other roof. Yeah, that's a really weird building. Actually can't tell what it looks like. Wait, is that just one roof? What the hell? Yeah, I guess it is just one roof, so I have to extend this line up diagonally like that. Then go that way, and then I did make it really tall now that I look at it. This is crazy. You should have learned this earlier for art class. Yeah, and I think that's it. So then we got the windows at the front. For some reason it says this thing over here, that part says entrance, but I don't think you can even reach it. So then this is Leonardo da Vinci. So you go 1, 2, about like there, I would say. Well, maybe slightly lower than that. So for the staircase on the side, the cool thing about drawing these buildings and stuff is that as soon as you have the blocks set up, everything else kind of just falls into place. I should have been using this brush pen. Oh fuck, I just messed up. I should have been using this brush pen beforehand because it actually shows up super clearly. And then there's like a there's like an overhang on this roof, or attached to it. Didn't Kim Jong-gi use a brush pen to do like everything he did? That's crazy. Not exactly following the right perspective lines there, I don't think. So this part is lower than the staircase. Slightly lower than it. So if the staircase is over here, then that should be there. You're gonna watch some drama. Body positivity influencers getting into dramas always peak. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then there's also a door with a staircase on the other side, but I don't know if we can see it from yeah, no, we definitely can, because it's like right there. That's why you hear final boss music playing. How many windows do we have? So there's one that's like right up here. Do I feel like landscapes are easier or harder to figure out than proportion, or harder to figure out proportions than anatomy? You mean, do I think landscapes are easier or harder to figure out than proportions for anatomy? Because I do think landscapes have their own issues, whereas like anatomy also has its own issues. Yeah, I definitely made this too tall. In terms of pure difficulty, I think landscapes and like buildings and stuff are definitely more difficult than drawing humans. And then there are two windows on the side here. Hmm. Yeah, I think this one should be a bit smaller, like right there, and then this one should be way smaller. Like that, probably. Your attempt at this building would look like a squashed cardboard box. Yo, Paint Games, how's it going? This is not my house, this is some random building in Zurich. Um... I wish I could just like erase this entire part here. Yeah, you know what? I think that's fine, whatever. There you can actually see it through there. It's not good. Okay, let's do another one. This is my man. Yeah, I wish I could pay for that with the shorts. Oh, that's my home now? Yeah, that is definitely my home. Alright. Let's find a different building. Yeah, I've actually been wanting to try out a building like this, where there's like a balcony. Hold on, give me a second. I need to put it on Clip Studio. Yeah, so buildings like this, where part of it sticks out, I want to give that a try. Okay. Let's do it. Are you allowed to recommend a short animation on YouTube? Sure. Okay, so with this one, I think I'll start with figuring out the floor plan. So in terms of width, probably that wide. I think it's wider than it is deep. Slightly though. So if we say that's there, then this one probably extends to there. And then there's a small part of it that sticks out. It's actually really small, so maybe like that. And it covers about half the width, I want to say. So something like that. And it looks like it's about 4 stories tall, maybe? 1, 2, 3, and then the one like all the way in the bottom. Okay, let's try this. I think what would also be pretty cool with this exercise is like figuring out the blueprint first and then drawing it from different angles, because that's basically what the blueprint allows you to do. Let's see, I'm gonna have to place it pretty low to avoid what happened last time. Or well, with the previous drawing. Okay, so there are... I'm gonna put a vanishing point right here. I think what also makes these drawings a bit harder is the fact that the paper is a different aspect ratio than my reference, so it throws out the angles a little bit. And then the other vanishing point, can I pose the reference? Oh yeah, hold on. I posted it. We Love Cold War by Nico Animations on YouTube. Great animation with many references that I'll enjoy if I know what happened during the Cold War. I know what Metal Gear Solid 3 told me about the Cold War, that's about it. But I'll check it out. So that puts a vanishing point like all the way over here on the side. Can I do a traditional Swedish red house next? If you can get me an address, then maybe. War never changes. Okay. So this one just looks like regular 2 points of verticals, perfectly vertical. Okay. So the floor plan was just a rectangle with a smaller rectangle sticking out. Horizon line's over here. If I place the top of the building over there, the horizon line like just about lines up with just a little past 1/4 of it. So if I say that that's the bottom, so 1/4 is there, just a little past it, so then probably right around there. Whoa, what song is this? Till Glimmering Tomorrow? I didn't know that was in my playlist. Okay, I think I can make it a bit smaller, so like right there. And then from here... Man, getting the proportions right always sucks. Because it's like the only thing that's actually kind of difficult. And then if we say one part of it ends there, so that's 1, 2. Wow, I actually get to use the cross thing. Yo, ICYT, how's it going? I think I placed this vanishing point, the one that's like all the way on the right. I think I placed it a little too far away. And then just a little bit more, so probably like right there is where it should end. The biggest box is the head scratcher for you. Yo, the pitch is ours. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. You're speeding through the southern Swedish countryside. Okay, and then we just need to extend this. Actually, just by a little bit. It's super easy to make these things bigger than they should be, or bigger than they need to be. So there's a vanishing point over there, and then if we draw... So that one intersects there. Is there a Google Maps of, or well, like a Google Maps version of Disney World? Am I allowed to draw Disney on stream? You're still traumatized by my Anya drawing. What do you mean? It was completely normal. I think this bottom line is actually not quite in the right spot. Soderman's Lands? Ian Forster Road? Okay, hold on, let me copy that. Alright. I'll look it up after this. So now, I have to divide this in sections. So we got half of this would be like right there. Another half. There we go. Never thought of that. Banned for drawing the hot dog stand on Disneyland. Yeah, Disney is weird like that. Wasn't there that thing where somebody's I think somebody's like son passed away and he really liked Spider-Man, so the dad wanted he wanted like a Spider-Man drawing or something from Disney, but Disney didn't want to give it to him. They were like, this is Disney property, you can't have this. Or we don't want our character associated with this, I think is what they said. Why am I not using a pencil? Because this shows up a lot better on stream than a pencil does. The pencil is pretty much invisible. I just gave myself like double the work. I should have just drawn these sections right off the bat instead of drawing them the way I did. Okay, let me... I have the sketch, so now I can just finish it probably. The only thing you associate Spider-Man with Disney is for that animatronic that filmed the jump and crashed into the building. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so then from here, it's about where the border. Why'd I place it there? No, well, I guess that's fine. The border's supposed to be somewhere around there. Do you like listening to 10 hours of blood-curdling screams? It's very relaxing. It is. Finally found somebody like me. Why am I wearing the glove? It feels better to draw than without it. Like, I'm so used to it at this point that I can't, like, not have it on. +2 armor, +10 drawing skills. Yo, does anybody in chat play MapleStory? Or has played MapleStory? Because I heard recently that Nexon, the company that makes it, they're working on a classic version of MapleStory. And, you know, classic as in from, like, back when the game first came out. That's pretty hype, to be honest. I played it a lot. I played it too much, like, back in the day. Ah, fuck, I shouldn't have continued that line. God is a victory. Nike's OSD slaps so hard, it does. And like it has no right to. Thought I only drew perspective digitally? It seems so hard. It probably is a better. Oh my god, I put that line. This line was supposed to go over here. See, that's what happens when you've got so many lines and you don't know which one is which. It is a better idea to draw perspective digitally instead of traditionally. But I know a lot of people also only draw traditional, so I figured it's probably a good idea to do a stream in traditional at some point. And like people also want to see it, I think. Don't I ever say that name? You kind of have some memories. Don't, it's weird. Yeah, I think back in the day, MapleStory was like... It was like, I don't know if it was quite on par with like RuneScape and World of Warcraft, but I think it might have been like on par with those two, or at least similar in terms of popularity. You have played it, didn't waste any money on it, couldn't get far at all. Did you play like the old version, or did you play the new one? And by new one I mean like everything past 2010. Because yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of progress is now gated behind microtransactions. Yo, Balka, how's it going? So from this point, yeah, so I got one section of it completed. Everything over here would probably be the exact same as what I've already done. So let me look up the other thing. The, what was it? The Swedish like the red room thing. Yeah, what do we got? So I'm on the road. Not quite sure where I'm supposed to go. I can kind of see something. I don't know if this is what you mean. Hold on, let me screenshot this. Is this what you meant? That's some fun. Okay, hold on. Wait, is it just like along the road or something? Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. There are a decent amount of buildings over here. Guess we can see if we can make this work. Alright, there we go. Aren't those OSTs copyrighted? Haven't had any problems with it so far, so I think we're good. Yo, Punk Kims, how's it going? Is this the, oh, this is the brush pen. That's another barn? I mean, this is the thing that you sent me. Unless you meant like the house that's next to it. But I don't have like a good view of that, so I can't. This is Frosta Skog O Landbrook AB. To continue down the road. Yeah, I'm actually just playing GeoGuessr over here. How do you draw, how do you do perspective like chaotic scenes, like the back rooms from Kane Pixels when the objects are stuck all around the room and unfinished? I'm not entirely sure what chaotic scene you're referencing. I know about the back rooms thing, but I'm not, like, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it looks like. But if you want to draw things that are all, or if you want to draw objects that are like scattered around a room, you have to learn how to intuitively place boxes in perspective. I did do a stream where I drew just random boxes, so I think you can check that one out. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's... I don't know if you can get closer to it, because from this distance it'd be kind of hard to draw that. Yo, Suni, how's it going? Meme of that finished drawing of a cow. Why are they all red though? That's crazy. I found a different house actually. This one's like super close to the road. The Forbidden House. Okay, this is another one I found. A livid sturgeon. How about you climb onto this rooftop and, you know. Okay. Wait, what does that say? I can't read it. Yeah, there's some cool lights. Damn. Because red paint was easy to make with leftover animal parts during 1600, 1800. Oh, okay. Yo, Killer Cam. How's it going? You don't know this guy. Flex my hand real quick. Boom. Easy. So horizon line is... It's about halfway, so I think placing it there should be good enough. Go to India, I might have a heart attack seeing the buildings. Oh god. So we got a vanishing point pretty close to the paper. And then the other one is a little bit further away, I think. It's like right there. 90% sure that building might also be a bar. It probably is. So this extends a little bit above it and then probably like double the height for the rooftop. It's the local dairy factory? Ah. Man, I keep losing track of where the horizon line is. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because then... You don't enjoy drawing buildings, you just use perspective grids if you have to. Buildings are not, like, easy to draw if you haven't drawn them before, because, like, the hard thing is getting the proportions right. I'm also, like, struggling with that right now. With this building, even just trying to get the proportions right. But once you have those proportions, and once you get good at, like, intuitively seeing them, they get a lot easier. Still gonna use a grid properly, make a long form video on it. I'll keep that in mind for, like, a longer perspective video. I don't think I have enough space to have the thing here in the front. Because it looks like it's about at the height of the horizon line. Am I wrong? Wow, my lines were way off. Something about the room homework messed with you, found it surprisingly difficult. And that one was pretty difficult. Because it's like a combination of two separate homeworks. So that one was kind of like supposed to be difficult. Damn, you got 0 points now? Oh no. Yo, Floating Fairy. And Daisy, how's it going? I kind of don't want to talk during this song, because this is pretty peak. Is that one supposed to be there or there? I'm actually not sure. Now an even more difficult building, a play school kid house with a card and set table. That actually reminds me, a playground could be a decent challenge as well, because you have to deal with organic forms as well as like solid perspective forms. So I need the front. Oh wait, this one's a bit shorter. It's supposed to be there. Oh man, now I'm starting to get confused with the amount of lines. How am I? I'm doing good. Let's see. Should probably do it like that. So one goes there, and one goes there. And these extend forward like that, and then we can connect those. So not as peak as Bleach and Attack on Titan music. Yo, Bleach music gets claimed so quickly, man. See a lot less gambling going on in the chat. Yeah, Azrael and Madara aren't here. They're like the biggest addicts. I think this one is more or less finished sketch-wise. You don't know how to gamble? It's exclamation mark, gamble, space, however many points you want to gamble. Actually, hold on. Anybody here played Destiny 2? Destiny is something that I wanted to give a try, but then I remembered I don't. Did I make it too long? I think I did. Just a little bit. Should probably cut it off here. The gacha games give you your fill of gambling. I want to be an illustrator or someone else if I want to. I actually mostly want to focus on animation, which I think I'm going to start doing again as soon as we've gotten through a lot of this perspective stuff. Just don't teach them how to gamble. Listen, some people, they just have to gamble, like it's in their blood. So I'm giving them a safe space to do it. Because if I don't do it, they're gonna go to an actual casino, and that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I definitely made that too long. Don't know where I am on the map, but can't seem to find the dairy factory. Hold on. How do I, how do I share my location? I think that should take you to the thing. The new Nikkei took you 80 pulls. I've never played Nikkei. How on a scale from like 1 to 10, how devastating is 80 pulls in that game? Yo, Matthias, how's it going? When Persona 5 the Phantom X comes out, I'm probably going to, like, play the hell out of that, too. So here's probably going down like that. SSRs have a 2% chance, so 80 isn't terrible, but trying to save for summer. Oh, I see. 80 pulls, or yeah, 80 pulls for 2%. That's because in FGO, it's less than 1%. Or well, no, I think it's 1% to get an SSR. And on average, you get them within 10 pulls. Or I guess 100 pulls. So 80, that's pretty bad, I think. How often do I check the figure drawing channel? Got a little bit surprised seeing me there. I check it pretty frequently, I just don't post there, usually. What does surprise me about the figure drawing channel is how many, or like how everybody uses clothed figures instead of nude figures, because it's like even I was struggling with figuring out some of the proportions on some of those figures, so like I'm surprised that people would choose figures with clothing, because it just makes it so much more difficult. You want to be more of an illustrator, but you like to try animating too? Which software or which software do animators usually use? For animation, I think Clip Studio is probably your best bet. I'm not sure if Krita has a free animation feature. It probably does, in which case you can go with that, or give it a try with that. Oh, they added 1%? Yeah, that makes more sense. Yo, Ethan, how's it going? Has anybody in chat seen Stranger Things? I know it's super random that I'm talking about that now, but I was just having that on in the background sometimes while I'm drawing. But yeah, I'm on season 2 now, and yeah, I've heard people say that it's like a really good show, and I mean it's pretty decent, but I'm not blown away by it so far. Is that allowed? Yeah, it's allowed. Just spoiler tag it. Yeah, spoiler tag it and let people know that it's NSFW, and then you're good. Yeah, now that I think about it, a lot of people might not know that it's allowed. Either they're producing Swedish buffalo mozzarella and buffalo yogurt, where they make organic cheese on milk form. Okay. Think about the under 18 artists like you, no nudes. You can't learn figure drawing if you're not using nude figures. Like, it's not gonna happen. You're new here? Welcome. Is the show that made Netflix popular? Damn. never do Dungeons and Dragons? Maybe. It is a lot to set up a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We did play Baldur's Gate, which is kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. I did stream that a couple times, so if you're interested in checking that out, the streams are on the channel. Well, some of them. You're making a nudist beach on that channel then. It's definitely not bad, just a little overhyped. It does seem a bit overhyped from what I've seen. Your sister tried to get you to see it, but you've been told that it sucks and you haven't been able to figure out if you should watch it. So like my opinion on season 1 is that like it was decent, but don't expect it to be something that you're like on the edge of your seat for all 8 episodes or whatever. A show that like really gripped me was Haikyuu. The first time that I watched Haikyuu, I had to watch it like every single hour of the day. Fuck, I think I actually placed this in the wrong spot. But yeah, like with Haikyuu, as soon as I started watching that, I think I watched the whole series in like 3 days. To the point where I even started playing volleyball in real life. But then if I compare that to Stranger Things, it didn't grip me in the same way. You're cooked if your mom sees some of your references. Stick to Photoshop because of transparency pen pressure feature. If you're talking about pressure opacity, then Clip Studio has that as well. Haikyuu is so peak. Dude, Haikyuu is actually incredible. It's insane that somebody managed to come up with a show like that. Come up with a story like that. In fact, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch Haikyuu again after this. You should take an art class, but you're an academic slave. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it there. That went on a bit longer than I wanted it to go on for, but that was fine, I think. Damn, we got 66 viewers? That's crazy. On the traditional drawn stream, maybe this is the secret. Maybe I need to do more of these. Do you guys want to see more traditional stuff in the future? Yo, Ryujin Mike. How's it going? Making all of Season 3 one match is insane. Yes. I think I'll do more stuff on traditional then. I think maybe next time I'll do a figure drawing in traditional, because I think I do want to give that a shot. I think the cool thing about doing like traditional streams is that you can see that I exist, which I think is a bit more engaging than having digital stuff. It was my passion about Haikyuu that brought us together. Alright guys, I'm gonna end stream there. Not sure when I'll actually, probably on Saturday is when we'll stream again, and then I think we're going to play Repo, but we'll see about that. Yep, thank you guys for watching, and then I guess I will catch you all on Saturday. Have a good night, everyone.